Learner variability, individual differences, and affective factors. In the context of education, learner variability refers to the diverse range of characteristics, traits, and needs that influence how students learn. These variabilities are shaped by both individual differences and affective factors, both of which play critical roles in the learning process. Understanding learner variability is essential for educators who aim to create inclusive and effective learning environments. This essay will discuss how individual differences and affective factors shape learning, breaking them down into two main categories: individual differences, which include learning styles and learning strategies, and affective factors, which include the affective domain, personality type, and motivation. Individual differences, learning styles and learning strategies. 1. Learning styles. Learning styles refer to the preferred ways in which individuals absorb, process, and retain information. According to various models of learning styles, students vary in how they learn best. For instance, visual learners tend to absorb information more effectively when they can see it through images, charts, or written words. Auditory learners, on the other hand, prefer listening and benefit from lectures, discussions, or audio resources. Kinesthetic learners need to engage in hands-on activities and physical movement to better understand concepts. Recognizing these differences in learning styles allows educators to tailor their teaching methods to accommodate the diverse needs of their students. For example, a lesson on scientific concepts could be taught through a combination of visual aids, like diagrams or videos, group discussions for auditory learners, and experiments or activities for kinesthetic learners. By incorporating multiple teaching methods, teachers can ensure that all students have access to the material in ways that suit their learning preferences, leading to a more inclusive and effective learning experience. 2. Learning strategies. Learning strategies refer to the specific approaches students use to facilitate their learning, such as note-taking, summarizing, or using mnemonic devices. Unlike learning styles, which refer to innate preferences, learning strategies can be learned and developed over time. Research suggests that metacognitive strategies, those that involve thinking about one's thinking, are particularly effective for improving learning outcomes. For instance, self-regulated learners set goals, monitor their progress, and adjust their strategies when needed. Teachers can support the development of effective learning strategies by explicitly teaching them in the classroom. For example, students can be trained to use visual organizers, such as concept maps or charts, to help them break down and understand complex information. Encouraging students to engage in reflective practices, such as self-assessment and peer feedback, can also help them refine their learning strategies over time. When students are equipped with the right tools to approach their studies, they become more autonomous and effective learners. Affective factors. Affective domain, personality type, and motivation. 1. Affective domain. The affective domain refers to emotions, attitudes, values, and feelings that influence how students engage with learning material. The affective domain encompasses a wide range of emotional responses to the learning environment, including curiosity, anxiety, enjoyment, and self-esteem. Emotions, whether positive or negative, can significantly impact a student's willingness to engage with content, their persistence in the face of challenges, and their overall attitude toward learning. For instance, a student who feels anxious about a subject may avoid engaging with it altogether or struggle with performance despite having the capability to succeed. Conversely, a student who is interested in the subject matter and feels confident in their abilities may approach the learning task with enthusiasm and persistence. Teachers can foster a positive, effective environment by creating a classroom atmosphere that encourages emotional well-being. This could involve practices such as providing emotional support, building rapport with students, and offering constructive feedback to help students overcome challenges and grow. 2. Personality type. Personality type refers to the individual characteristics and traits that affect how students approach learning. Psychological theories, such as Carl Jung's theory of personality types, suggest that people have different preferences for interacting with the world. For example, some students are introverted and prefer solitary work or small group activities, while others are extroverted and thrive in larger groups or social environments. These preferences can influence how students participate in class, collaborate with peers, and express their ideas. Understanding personality differences helps teachers design learning activities that are more likely to engage all students. For example, an introverted student may benefit from independent projects or reflection time, while an extroverted student might excel in group work or class discussions. Recognizing and accommodating these differences in personality allows for a more personalized approach to teaching that respects the unique traits and preferences of each student. 3. Motivation. Motivation is a central affective factor that drives students to engage in learning and persist in their academic tasks. There are two types of motivation that influence student behavior: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation refers to engaging in learning for the inherent satisfaction and enjoyment of the task, while extrinsic motivation is driven by external rewards or recognition. Students with high intrinsic motivation are often deeply engaged in their learning and are more likely to persist in challenging tasks. In contrast, students with extrinsic motivation might be driven by the desire to earn grades or rewards. Educators can support motivation by fostering a sense of autonomy, competence, and relatedness in students, as described in self-determination theory. For example, teachers can offer students choices in how they complete assignments, provide opportunities for students to demonstrate mastery, and create learning experiences that are relevant to their lives. Motivational strategies such as praise, goal setting, and reward systems can also encourage students to remain engaged and work toward academic success. It is essential to recognize that each student's motivation is influenced by personal, social, and environmental factors, which may vary over time. Conclusion: learner variability, including both individual differences and affective factors, plays a crucial role in shaping the educational experience. Individual differences, such as learning styles and strategies, require educators to adopt diverse and flexible teaching methods to cater to the different ways students learn. Meanwhile, affective factors such as emotions, personality type, and motivation are equally important in determining how students engage with and approach learning tasks. By understanding and addressing both the cognitive and emotional needs of students, teachers can create a more inclusive, supportive, and effective learning environment that meets the varied needs of all learners. Recognizing and accommodating learner variability is key to ensuring that every student has the opportunity to succeed and thrive academically.